Hey guys, welcome back. Like I said, we're gonna do another video with the Huda Beauty Icy Nudes. I'm debating if I want to do my eyes first and then the face makeup or what. Um, I'm using natural light. Skincare's done. I've got another thing of coffee. I had a mug of coffee, Moffee. Now I'm on to. Hey, was this open the whole time? It was. No wonder it cooled off so fast. Lukewarm coffee. Hair's all slicked really back in a bun because my hair's still wet. I tried out like a new shampoo and conditioner last night and then like a hair serum. So I got it all twisted back. And yeah, we're also doing natural light. I don't have no work today, which makes that sparks joy. Yeah, I should have turned that kitchen light off. We got the light up there on, which is so ugly. I don't like yellow lights. Anyways, I'm not going anywhere today. Like, I'm staying home. So I'm like, I'm kind of thinking I want to do, let's start with my face makeup. I think I want to do like a nice dark eye today. Guys, I was looking at my Sephora wish list. Like, I keep going in there, looking at what I have in there, second guessing stuff and whatnot, because the VIB sale starts Friday and you can bet your bottom dollar I will be checking it out Friday. Looking at what I have in my wish list though, and yeah, this is gonna be a chatty get ready with me because like I ain't got places to be, so I'm in no rush. I'm pretty sure my entire Sephora cart is all cheek products, so, and lip products. It's mostly, I think there's like one bronzer and then like several blushes, and then the rest are all, there's a couple of Lawless forget the filler glosses, and then I think two of Huda glosses in there, which the two shades I have picked out are definitely Tammy everyday shades. What else is in there? I don't know. I just know it's a lot of cheek and lips. There's like no, there's one palette that's cheek. It's full. It's the Danessa Myricks palette. That's still in there. Not the first one, but her volume 2 one. Crap. The name of it's in my mind, but it's like the blushy pink neutral brown one. Because you can use it full face. I think I am going to go ahead and get that because I know I'll use it. There's no eyeshadow palettes in there because that can be used as an eyeshadow palette too, but there's no eyeshadow palettes. I went through everything and I was like, there's nothing. I feel like I have what I have eyeshadow palette wise, and I like what I have. The only eyeshadow palette that I think is really sticking out and it's like, I don't need it, but I would definitely use it, is the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm. And I'm in no rush to get it, so let's start doing my face. I'm gonna use well, I think today I'm gonna use the Misha BB cream. Something I was trying to find is a setting powder, but I'm feeling like maybe I'll just wait to get a setting powder because I want to use up this e.l.f. Halo Glow one and this one, but I really like that Hourglass setting powder that's in this palette. So I was thinking, it's in my wish list, it's not in my cart, but there's a trio of setting powders. There's like volume 1, 2, and 3, and I was thinking of getting volume 1. I was trying to figure out how many grams or ounces was in it though, but it's not on there, so I'm gonna have to actually go on the Hourglass website and look it up, because I'm thinking of getting the trio of volume 1 instead of just buying it on its own. Great product, but lots of people said the trio is a better deal for your money than getting the full size of the singular, because you don't get much product in the singular. So I'm not 100% sure on that. I want to use anything out of this today, possibly. I'm going to take the Lunar Beauty out just in case I want to use this today too. Do I need to shave my mustache? No, I need to get a pair of tweezers. I gotta hair that. I'm looking for something, I just don't see it. I'm debating what I did with it. Michelle, your gift card's here. I've been busy at work, so I haven't gotten around to mail it out. I want to wrap it myself before I mail it out. I'm going to put it in like a bubble mailer, I think, as well. That's going to get mailed out this coming week. Aren't we? This is still early in the week. Yeah, it's going to get mailed out. Don't worry. Don't worry, my dear. Well, I know you're not worried. Where did I put this Say Super Glowy? It's usually right here in this drawer. Oh, it's way at the back. We're going to use the Say Super Glowy Gel. I am going to do a Sephora recommendations video after this one. Well, I'm going to do this, go get something to eat. Because it's pretty much 12:30 out eating it. So I'm going to eat something that... I'm going to make a ramen bowl. I usually have ramen maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks now. Because I have to have 2 days off back to back. David was saying earlier, like, Mom, like, when am I supposed to eat? Back to work. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, I can't eat ramen because I'll be in the bathroom at work. And I'm like, okay, like, make something. I told him he's 20. I'm not making his work lunches. No, thank you. If I cook food and there's leftovers, have at her. But as a 20-year-old, Mom's not making your breakfast and dinner. No, that's not happening. So this is one pump. I feel like one pump of this. Normally I do 2, but I feel like 2 is too much. Yesterday at work was definitely a lot calmer than what it was Saturday and Sunday. I swear. Saturday and Sunday, it's like, what's going on? I was like trying to think, like, was there an event happening? Where maybe people were hosting Halloween parties. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, is that people were hosting Halloween parties over the weekend, and that's why it seems so chaotic. Like something was going on but just nobody knew what it was. It was nice yesterday not having, I mean, I feel like I served a lot of customers yesterday, but it was so much relaxed and calmer. The rest of this month, well, I'm doing 32 hours this week, and then the first 3 weeks of November, because Jackie did the schedule right up till the 23rd, being the last day. So I'm doing all 32-hour weeks. She has no idea how happy that makes me. I know it can change, but 32 hours a week to me is like perfect, because that means I get at least 3 days off a week, even if they're not all back to back. Set a timer for it, David.
Yeah. Well, I'll just tell you what time to pick it up.
Well, let Grace know. Tell her what building. Say that I'm going to give her something.
Okay.
It's just to go grab it. But it's like, to me, it means at least 3 days of the week I can have supper with the family. Last night, I got off at 6, but I picked up a couple of grocery items, so we didn't get home till 6:30. And then I made tacos. It was probably like 7:30 by the time we all sat down and ate supper, which I guess is not too bad, but I don't know. We don't like eating supper that late. What's up?
What do you mean, what's up?
I thought you said something.
No.
David is gonna go meet Jacob. He'll give you something if you go grab his laundry from the dryer later. Okay?
Well, when's his laundry done?
Well, he's gonna put it in the dryer right now. What? What?
Did you use my chopsticks?
They're in the dishwasher because they were in the sink.
Are they clean?
Nope. I don't use chopsticks. I don't know how to use them.
Of course you don't.
Of course I don't.
I don't know what else you can wash them.
Oh, you don't want to use a fork?
Hell no.
Well, maybe that's something you should put on your Christmas list. Chopsticks. And a new ramen bowl. Why?
I'll eat it.
Well, don't you think it'd be nice to have more than one set of chop? Where's the chopsticks Danny got you? Or where's that set that she bought you?
You threw it out.
No, I didn't throw it out.
You did.
No, there'd be no reason to.
You said I wasn't allowed to use it.
Oh, doesn't mean I'd throw it out. I should probably go look up in the storage room. There's a box somewhere around. Grace's friend Danny gave it to her. It's got some utensils in it. 100% didn't throw it out. It was a gift. Where would that have gotten put? We've got... I bet you it's in a basket up in the storage room or our bedroom closet. Danny's an old friend of hers from elementary school. I don't know if I'd necessarily call her a friend though, considering how mean she was. Do I want some more bronzer? Maybe. Alright, let's get some eyebrows on first. Sorry, I'm just seeing how this looks in the natural light in the mirror. I do feel like it looks better, but I also feel like, well, again, how you guys see things in the camera looks one way to you guys, and then it looks another way to me. I feel like my face is looking airbrushed. What's funny? Oh, hey, guess what?
Oh my gosh, what?
Teen group is not happening Thursday.
Okay, cool.
They called this morning.
Yep.
Okay. Thursday is Halloween, so they're not gonna have the kids go in from school to teen group and then rush home for supper and then try and trick or treat. I believe I'm working until 7:30. I asked Grace if she wanted to wait till I get home from work. Like, I would literally go trick-or-treating right away. What I might do is meet up with her and Matt after work somewhere. Or they come pick me up. Because I think Matt and Grace are going to go out. She's going to go out for at least a little bit. And wear one of her masks. That mask that she made. She has a lot. We haven't had a Christmas tree in years. Not for religious reasons. I don't like clutter. I feel like we put a Christmas tree up and then Matt and I were wanting to take it down right away. Plus we're in an apartment and there's no place to put it. But Matt has been saying he misses having the Christmas tree. The kids have been saying they miss having a Christmas tree. And I was like, I can compromise and we can do a Christmas tree, provided that we don't go out and deck the apartment out with Christmas decorations. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. A tree is as far as I can go. It's too much visually. But I do also enjoy a Christmas tree. You just gotta let her know what time to go get it.
Oh, you already talked to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said you'd get her something.
Yeah. 132. 132. Yep. And just text me what you want. Hang on, Jacob. What? Yeah, what do you want?
I knew she was gonna say that.
A bag of chips or a bag of candy or a bag of chocolate. What do you want? Or pop. You want pop? Yeah.
So David's gonna go meet up with Jacob, his best friend. He's got laundry in the dryer, and so he's like bribing Grace to go get it for him so he can leave now. He just said, like, text me what you want. She's like, is there a price on it?
Yeah,
I knew she was gonna say that.
it was like,
I think she's calling out to you.
now she's saying what? She hears. She heard you say her name.
Oh, nothing.
Price?
I knew she was gonna say, is there a price on it? She'd probably be like, give me a Google Play or Roblox card.
Right.
No, she's calling out your name.
Oh. Well, if she wants to say something, she can come out.
I go see what she wants.
What do you want? 132. I'll text it to you.
What a kid. Was that your phone?
What do you mean is that my phone?
I thought I heard a weird sound.
Why is your voice?
Sephora bronzer. It's not my voice. I do like this Sephora bronzer. It's so perfumey smelling though.
Hang the bag on your doorknob, okay?
Do you guys prefer warm tone bronzers, cool tone bronzers, or like a neutral? Can you see like my hair growing back here? See how friggin' blonde it is? I'm seriously debating. I just gotta stop dyeing it. It's like my hair's like, Tammy, we're blonde. Let's just stay blonde. But it looks so weird. When I'm out of the light though, I feel like it kind of blends with my rest of my hair. So you can't really tell too much. Part of me wants to dye my hair dark brown. Or like burgundy or something. I used to dye my hair a really nice, rich burgundy. And then I stopped. I mean, there's nothing wrong with blonde hair. I guess I just gotta leave it. I feel like this bronzer, because it is fragrance, that this is what's causing the acne to happen back on these two sides. Because that's, I take the bronzer down here. So I'm not going to take it down there today. But I do like this bronzer. I just don't like, the smell's not a bad smell. I just, why is it so perfumey? The Give Beauty bronzer, I like the smell of that one. That one smells more pleasant. Alright, I'm not going to do blush. So I am later. I want to start on the eyes. So again, I'm probably going to start it with these two shades right here. I'm going to use clean brushes. So start at the lightest shade first. Put this on. Yeah, I like the natural light because I can see better. Like, yeah, I can still see my natural skin. I can see where the bronzer is. I think the shifts I'm doing, not this week. Is it starting next week? I can't remember. I'm doing one opening shift a week. Those days, I'm probably not going to do a get ready with me. And I mean, I already know you guys will be like, that's fine. Because I almost post a video at least once a day. All right, now I'm going to go into this one. Actually, you know what? No. Well, yeah, I'm going to go into that one. Well, no, I'm actually going to go into this one right here. Ooh, that shade above it, Avalanche, that's very white. That's like a whitish blue? Is that like a blue undertone? That probably, I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, you know, a little bit right there. That'd probably be a good brow bone color. I feel like you can definitely go very neutral in here. And by that, I mean like probably stick to these three right here. And then pop in maybe like the shade right here. You definitely go like silver by going into this one, and then like into one of these. Well, this one I wouldn't use. That's too damn gritty. I don't like that shade. So this one down here says IDGAF. We already know what that stands for. It's got like a light purple base to it. It's actually quite brightening. One palette by Makeup by Mario that I don't hear anybody ever talking about, and I've never heard anybody talking about, but the reviews on it, at least on Sephora, are all negative, is the Master Metallics palette. I just feel like if that is such a bad palette, if it's dry or flaky and doesn't do anything, it's not very metallic-y, that would have been on discount years ago, and it hasn't. Why is this? Do people have that and they just don't talk about it? But I haven't read a single positive review about it. Is that palette being slept on? I do feel like, based on swatches that's on Sephora for it, I do feel like it's too, the colors are all too similar to one another in there. It's like either very green, very gold, or like very burgundy-ish, whatever. I feel like if the range was more broad, I don't know. I feel like maybe he should redo that palette. And then lots of people are pretty much begging him to bring out Ethereal palette, the original one, bring it back and make it permanent, which I think he should. All right, eyes are definitely looking brightened. Okay, next we're gonna go into High Life, this one right here. See you later, alligator. Putting this in the crease and blending it up. One of the items that I had in my cart for the VIB sale, I have an order that should be here sometime this week. Well, one of the items that was in my cart, I guess I already ordered it. So good thing I went back and checked. Actually, I might recheck again and just make sure. What I'm waiting for is, I think it's a cream bronzer, a mascara set, an eyeshadow palette, and a lip gloss. I like this color. The bronzer, this is gonna be like a warm / cool tone makeup look. Where is he going with a bag? What's in that bag, David? Is he taking the bus to Jacobs? I wonder how he feels that his best friend is back in the city. His best friend, who he barely gets to see because he was living out in Airdrie. He's currently back in Calgary at his mom's, and he's looking for a new job. And I think David's hoping he gets a job here in Calgary. I was like, well, ask him if he's planning on going back to Airdrie to live again, or if he's going to make the move to Calgary. Jacob is the only friend who has stuck around. I mean, him and Dave, like I said, they're best friends. I've always told my kids, you only need one really good friend. So I know for Grace it's hard. I told her, like, your time will come, kids. You're gonna eventually one day meet somebody, and they're gonna make you forget all the bad friendships you had. And they're gonna show you what an honest, true friendship really is. I like this color. As you guys can see, since I don't have to rush to do my makeup, I can really just sit here and blend. So I have this directly in my crease, but then I'm blending it up so that I can see that color. That's a nice shade. That's High Life. This High Life, this one right here. Ooh, can you guys see the blue when I turn? So pretty. It's a very pretty palette. What palette was Chris using last night? The Lure palette. Girl, that look, I never commented. I watched it on my TV last night as I was trying to stay. I was literally in bed like, I was so damn tired. I was like, no work tomorrow. I'm staying out half the night. 10:30, I was out. Like, there was no reviving me. I was so beat. My body, my legs, like, ugh. Before Matt left for work this morning, I heard him. He said something like, hey, I think it's like, hey, babe, you want to get more comfortable? And I was like, no, I cannot. Like, I was like, I cannot move. Like, my body feels better right now, but holy crap. Working in the deli, it's a lot more of lifting and squatting and just constant moving. I like this color a lot. Anyways, Chris, that to say, I know I'm like, don't stay on topic. I really like the look, especially before she was using the Blend Bunny Lure palette. That one I don't have. I almost bought it. But again, I'm trying to be smart with my purchases. That's one of those palettes where I really wanted it, but I was like, based on the color story, Tammy, how often are you going to use it? Not often enough. So I skipped out. And she used the palette exactly the way I would use that particular palette. I would have just done one row down. So your look was looking fantastic, Chris. I feel like, but once you went into that shade that was brown, but I feel like it's like a brown, but it has a hint of purple. I have to go back and look at it. It changed the look. All I know is the final look looked great. But I was thinking before you hit that second shade, that one there, I would have taken it across your lash line and a little bit out here. I would not have brought that one in here. I would have done across the lash line and then out here and then done one of the shimmers here and then take that darker one a little bit down. It ended up looking great regardless. Sometimes when I'm watching other people do their makeup, I'm like, no, don't put it there. Like, we all have like a different style to how we do our makeup. And then Chris is like, is this a brown? And like, I'm like, not really asleep, I'm looking. And I'm like, I think so. But I think there's a hint of purple in it, wasn't it? Wasn't there? I don't know. Don't give up on that palette yet. It's so pretty. I like that color. Okay. Next, I'm going to go into, because I think I'm going to go dark today. So I think I'm going to go into Unapologetic. I'm going to go into this one. I do feel like I also want to use this one and this one, but we'll see. But I'm going to go into unapologetic. Same brush. I'm not seeing any fallout in here at the moment. I'm going to put this here and then again in the crease. I want to keep it off the inner part of my lid though. What? This is a nice brush. M5Q. M5, it's either M5Q or MSQ. Did I get this off of Amazon? Speaking of Amazon, I gotta go on there later. Grace went on my phone twice yesterday to, I think she's got a Christmas wish list started. She's gotten a Cheyenne Christmas, well, she had in the Cheyenne cart like 600, like pretty much almost $700 worth of stuff, and I was looking at it and I was like, we can definitely get that all for you for Christmas. I would also like her to stop and think though before buying things. Like, is that what you really want? Oh yeah, I was talking about a tree. So we're gonna get a Christmas tree. We haven't had one in years. It's gonna be the only piece of Christmas decoration that we have. We don't really celebrate holidays and stuff like that. This is one that some people will argue with. I think a lot of people already know though, Christmas is not the birth of Jesus, but it's what people celebrate as his birth. Nowhere in scripture does it say to celebrate his birth. We've told our kids from the beginning that Christmas has absolutely nothing to do with the birth of Jesus according to scripture, so that they don't ever feel pressured or anything. To us, Christmas, even though we buy Christmas gifts, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Halloween, St. Patty's Day, a lot of things are just cash grabs. And you see how people get, especially during holidays like Christmas, Black Friday, Boxing Day, you see how people get so quiet in here. Great.
My roots are playing peekaboo with me.
Well, I know. I was saying the same with my roots too.
No,
It's like the blonde. Oh yeah. Am I gonna fix your hair later?
today.
Yeah, can I?
I mean, what would you do?
Well, I was gonna cut it.
How?
Fix it up. Take the sides and the back down. Get it nice. Unless you don't want me to now.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna go back a little bit into that shade Unapologetic, just for this side here. I want to watch a Halloween movie later with Matt after work. I am making supper today. I'm gonna throw some chicken legs in the oven. Potatoes. I hope we have potatoes left. I do know I gotta get Matt to stop at I'll probably get him to stop at Walmart since it's the cheapest, to grab a jug of milk, a loaf of bread. Butter. We're out of butter. I was like, what's the other thing? Because we're not getting groceries this week. Just if we need something, we'll get it. Otherwise, no. All right, I'm kind of thinking I want to dabble into some of the shimmers at this point. I'm going to try and use one of those brushes that I like to use for these shades, if I have one left. I know I gave Grace some. I might have one left. Here I do. I got one left. So I'm going to go into the shade Aurora. So this one right here And then I might go into this one or this one. I'm thinking these two or these two. We'll see. Reason why this brush, because I use this when I use my Natasha Denona ones. And it might be not pick up super sparkly or whatever, but let's just try. Okay, it's not like super sparkly. Let's try my finger. Okay, so you definitely get more by going in with your finger. So it's gonna come down to your preference. Do you want it to really stand out or no? I'm gonna take this brush, nothing on it, and just blend in the crease. There we go. Now I'm debating if I want to do that gold one in the front or that other one. I feel like that other one's so... Let's try. This one's got like more purple in it. I mean, you're not gonna know unless you play with the colors, right? And now I'm dipping in back into this shade. So I'm in this shade, but I took this one up here and I put that on the inner part. So you want to play around with mixing the colors too. This brush is blending over the top here. I feel like once you take and blend them out, they're not as like pow. But I mean, I feel like a lot of shadows are like that anyways. Let's do the same thing. So it's called Iced Out. That's what this one's called. And I'm going back into Aurora. This brush, nothing on it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think it's pretty. I might put another shimmer over top. We'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna take something and blend up here just a little bit while I figure out what I want to put on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take this brush, which is a It Cosmetics brush. I'm not sure what this one is called, but I'm gonna go into IDGAF. I'm gonna probably go into this one and Avalanche. Maybe mix these two. And just blend over up here. They definitely get powdery with this brush. I'm not sure why. Probably because of the brush itself. Take this brush again. Just blend right here. Nothing, no extra product. So we want to make sure when our eyes are open, like we're seeing color up and out, which we do. What do I want to do on the bottom? I do have a little fallout. I'll just take this brush and just... What do you guys think of the look so far? Again, it's not super sparkly. I think you could make it though, especially if you wet your brushes. I'm not sure what I want to do on the lower lash line, like a sparkle, or should I do silver on the bottom? Silver bells, silver bells. I'm gonna wash my brushes later on. I'm gonna take this brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Poised, which is this grayish shade right here. Put that on the lower, and then I might take Platinum, this one right here, and put that down. We'll see, we'll see. I don't know if you guys know this, probably not. I like gray tone colors, especially for the winter. I used to do... Well, you know what I was thinking this morning? I'm like, off topic. I know some people get really annoyed and triggered when people can't stay on topic. Like, well, too bad. During the winter time, though, for some reason, I like grays. I used to wear gray tones all the time, like grays, browns. Because I just think gray looks nice with blue eyes. Like, they can make the blue in your eyes look different. Last night, and even when this morning when I woke up, you know what palettes I miss having in my collection? And I think it's because I don't have any palettes that are strictly these. I miss ColourPop's Making Mauves, but mine was so old that some of the shimmers felt crusty, like dry and crusty. I miss Making Mauves. I miss having That So Taupe, or the taupe one. And there was one other one. If I can remember, I'll let you guys know. I think in the new year, not in January, but I think down the road, if I'm still missing having them, I'm going to at least reorder the taupe one and the Making Mauves. Because ColourPop tends to do lots of sales. I like their eyeshadow formula. They're not Natasha Denona quality and stuff like that. But let me just say, if you're someone who likes Natasha Denona, like every time, like you don't have the money to spend on a $90 palette of hers, depending on where you live, especially if you're in Canada, go for ColourPop. ColourPop's what I used to always wear. I still have some color. That gray actually looks kind of purple. But I feel like it's because of the tones that I have up here. That's so pretty. I want to go for a walk today. But yeah, I miss having those two. Probably the taupe one more than the Making Mauves, but I really like the Making Mauves one. There's another palette that I had too. There was 3, and it was like they were my 3 go-to palettes. But like I said, I had them for so long. The sun's getting brighter, sorry. When that happens, if I have super sensitive eyes, my eyes automatically are like, close. This is turning out pretty. I don't think I'm going to add a shimmer. I'm going to add a little bit more gray. Well, I'm saying it's gray. I don't know if it's actually gray, but it's called Poised. There is one beside it called She Punch. Hang on now. She Rich. And this one also looks like a darker gray, but there's like, they're grays, but they have that hint of purple in them. Same with the one called Faux Fur. This one's purple, It's definitely, like, they're definitely purple family tone, but there's like a grayness to them. Like that straight up looks purple underneath now. And just like with any palette, you don't have to be like, oh, I want to use these colors today, so I can't use any of the other ones. No, mix and match. Like, obviously I'm doing like maroon or burgundy up top, but doesn't mean I have to like keep it the same on the bottom. All right, I like that. It's like I want to put all the shimmers on my lids, but I can't. Well, I could. What am I gonna do for the cheeks? That's my question. I wonder if Grace would be up for going for a walk. Let's look for blush. Andy, you reminded me of my blush. She said it's my fault she ordered it. I know, like, look how pink it looks here. It is pink, okay? I feel like it just depends on the undertone. It's like a nice pinky, but it also looks kind of peach. Like, it's very pretty. I'm not going to wear it with this look today. If you blend it out with your finger, it pretty much leaves nothing. I just have the one shade. I have Divine Rose. This one's my favorite, but yeah, like, it definitely looks very pink. I feel like it's more pinky peach, I guess. Ooh. See, what I see in here looks different than how it looks to you guys. You know what, Tammy? Let's use this one. This is the shade Grace. Curvy is peach, so I'm not going to use that one. Bubbly, too pink. Don't want you today. I do have this one. I've only used it once or twice. The L'Oreal Lumi. No, that's not the color I'm going for. Maybe this one. Oh, I feel like these kind of look similar. Kind of. Smells good. I think I'm going to put some of this one on. Ooh, that looks way more. Ooh. Well, you know what? We can mix blushes. The packaging looks so soft and not that pink. If you're wondering, this is the Quo Beauty Cheek and Lip Multi-Stick. This one's in the shade Blushing 97. This is definitely more pink than I was thinking. I was thinking it's more bright. I was thinking it was more cool toned based on the outer packaging, but it's okay. Wonder how things at work are going today. I know I'm not at work, and now I'm thinking about work. Apparently somebody's supposed to show up today. So yesterday I made 3 festive. I made sure like the lumberjacks that were taken care of yesterday. There's one that we didn't have out, the festive one, so Jackie had asked if I would kindly do them, so I did. I did 3 of them. The sandwich section was looking fantastic until, what, right before I had to clock out. And Jackie really wanted the festive sandwiches to be out there for when whoever shows up this morning. I'm not sure why she thought they would last. Maybe she thought nobody would buy them, but they sold before I had to leave. I did not have time to make them, and I did not have time to try and explain to the kids who had closing shift how to do them, because the festive ones are not as easy as just throwing some meat and cheese on a lumberjack bread. So I feel like, because I clocked out at 6, the store's open until 10. I can almost guarantee the whole sandwich section was probably empty after I left. And it'd be easy to be like, well, that's Tammy's fault. I mean, if I clock out at 6, I can't control what happens to the sandwich section between 6 p.m. and closing at 10. I'm hoping whoever opened this morning got on it. Sometimes the lumberjacks they don't sell, and then other times when you think they're not going to sell, they're gone, and you're like, what? So hopefully somebody was able to take care of it. Now, what blush do I want to put on over top? The kind of blushes that, too, I don't think I have any cream blushes in my Sephora cart. It's all powdered. I realized I have more than enough cream blushes to get me through. It's the powder blushes. Every time I'm looking for a powder to set, I'm like, I don't have that color. I don't have that color. So I'm not looking for any cream blushes, although I was maybe down the road, there was like 1 or 2 more of the Patrick Ta blushes I want to get. This one here is She's That Girl. This is fantastic if you are the type of person who likes doing the same kind of colors. Like these go together, cream up here, powder down here. These are great. I haven't had a problem with putting them on or anything, but the Patrick Ta ones are great if you just want your cream and your powder in one instead of digging around. Now, yeah, I'm looking for, that's my cream drawer. I'm like, of course I can't find a powder blush in there because that's my cream drawer. I said I wasn't going to order any more Kosas ones. I think there's going to be, 1 or 2 more shades down the road if I still think about it. This is Swoon. This one, I'm going to wear Swoon. I ain't going to talk too much about stuff. Because like I said, I'm going to do a Sephora recommendation video after I eat. I do indeed have recommendations. I'm going to take this brush and this is going to go right in here. Right here. Have any of you guys tried that brand Tint It? Is that what it's called? Tint It Live or Live Tint It? They have 3 items I was thinking about, but I was like, I don't need them. I don't want to find a new product that I'm like, oh, I really like it. And then, you know. I also am starting to think, I don't think I like limited edition things. At least blushes, because what if you find a blush that you really like and it's a limited edition? That seems like, I don't mind limited edition eyeshadow palettes because they take forever to get through anyways, and then by the time you were to even probably get through it, I mean, I imagine there would be something else you could use or like more. Do I want highlighter? I realize I haven't been putting highlighter on. Let's put on this Sephora one. Just a little bit. Alright. This is in the shade Rose Quartz. I'm not sure why it's called Rose Quartz, because to me it doesn't look rosy at all. But speaking of which, somebody on Instagram, I think she might be Russian or something, she posted a photo of a Haus Labs highlighter and blush. The highlighter was literally in the shade Pink Quartz. I went on Sephora and I looked. There's no such thing, at least a Canadian Sephora, as Pink Quartz Haus Labs highlighter. There's Rose Quartz, not Pink Quartz. Can you guys find out if you have Pink Quartz? Because I think I would literally send somebody the money to buy me Pink Quartz and mail it to me. Like, I'd pay for all the fees. I can now get the Haus Labs blush that I've been complaining about not being able to get for like the past year. And now I don't want it. Maybe I'll change my mind again down the road. But now I'm like, I don't want it now. Now that I can actually get it. The Hibiscus Haze, I think it's called. Alright. I don't know, like some of the thing that, the standout thing for me with Haus Labs is the highlighters. I see those and I don't see highlighters. I see, wow, like that can make such a pretty eye look. If I buy the Haus Labs highlighters, that's why. There's like this fiery orange pink one. It's like orangey pink peach. I want that one. I think it's called Fire or something, or oh, I don't know. I do like the look of the Rose Quartz one as well. And then there's another one, but the Pink Quartz one that this girl showed on her Instagram, I'm like, I need to find that. I need to find it. All right. Do I need more? Are my eyeballs looking yellow? Are the whites in my eyes looking yellow? I don't got my glasses on. I hope the heck not. Let's get some mascara on. Am I deterring you guys from buying this Huda palette or no? Or are you like, wow, now I do want it? We're going to use the Essence Lash Like a Boss Instant Lift and Curl. I'm starting to realize I like this type of brush. Reason being is because I like the Sephora Lash Lift one, which looks like this. I'll use my forehead as a good place. That's what that one looks like. This Essence one, it's like not too big. It's kind of small. And then of course the Maybelline one's shaped differently, but it's still tiny. Something fell on the floor. Just have a moment of silence as I put my mascara on. Looking at this eye look, I feel like I can actually get this look out of the Rose Quartz Huda palette. Well, actually, in all honesty, you could probably get this look out of a lot of palettes. I see yellow in the front of my eye. Am I going jaundice? Something wrong with my liver? Who here does mascara on their bottom lashes? Not me. I just don't like mascara down there on me. I used to not even put eyeshadow on my lower lash line, but then I realized I like the eyeshadow down there. I don't like mascara down there though on me. So I was planning on going for a smoky look. I feel like it's not as smoky as I was hoping, but I feel like my eyes are looking, the whites of my eyes are looking yellow. Do they look yellow to you guys? I feel like they look yellow. Maybe it's the coloring. Maybe the bronzer's bouncing off them. Anyways, I was planning on going smoky and dark, but this is not as dark as I thought. Maybe because of the shimmers. I don't know. I like the look. For lips, you can pretty much throw anything on. I feel like this look is not complete. You wanna know why? Because I need, I want to put some of the setting powder from this Huda palette. Put some of this right here. Like, does this powder actually do anything? I don't know. I feel like I like it though. And then we'll do over here. What shade is it? Soft light. Finishing powder, soft light. Do I have enough blush on? Yes. All right. For lips, I'm home, so I'm not really doing anything. Let's just throw on one of my favorites, okay? One of my favorites, one of my go-tos, it's a Lawless in the shade of Velvet. And there we go. It's a very nice look. At least I think it is. Let me know. What do you guys think? I think I need some earrings. Crap. Well, I just dropped one on the floor. Anyways, this is the look. Natural light. Might put too much gloss on. Oh, no. I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty. Not as dark as I was planning on going though, but I think that's because I need to go darker. Yeah, it's definitely pretty. I might have to go to the doctor's. I ain't being serious. The whites in my eyes are looking like they got a yellow tinge to them. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Again, am I deterring you from buying this? Are you going to buy it? Are you buying it because you're a collector of Huda's palettes? Are you buying it because of FOMO? Because she says it's her last large palette she's ever making? I bet ya. I mean, I don't know. I feel like as long as she keeps making palettes, or even make ones like half the size, or... When I was talking about this the other day, I think I was getting confused with her and Huda, or... Her and ABH. ABH makes smaller ones, and then they make the skinnier ones, right? I hope ABH continues. But, like, what's Huda gonna do? Is she gonna start making smaller palettes, like 9-pan palettes? I mean, people would buy 9-pan palettes as well. Because some people get overwhelmed from having a big-ass palette, right? Okay, when I do that, you know what comes to mind? Frosty the Snowman palette from ColourPop. Just very quickly. I bet you if she came out with this on its own, people would buy it. They probably get rid of that crusty shimmer and replace that with a darker matte. People would buy it. Just a thought, Huda. Who would have thought, hey? Anyways. To me, it's not a, hey, I needed that palette. It's a, hey, I wanted that palette, and I know I'd use it. I like the look. So far, the 2 looks I've done, I liked. I feel like, though, I kind of want to go even darker. And maybe, like, lean into these plummy gray ones here. I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, folks, thanks for spending the past hour with me, listening to me ramble and bounce around and yada, yada, yada. I'll be back later on. I gotta eat and gather my recommendations for this Sephora VIB sale. Again, it's gonna be stuff that I actually have, that I actually have been using. It's probably gonna be mostly makeup. And yeah. Of course, pretty much all makeup I have is from Sephora, but I'm only going to recommend the things that I think, like, hey, and I'm not going to recommend every single product from every brand that I have either. It'll be specific items that I think, like, hey, this is great. Things that I constantly am using, wanting to use, things that I might have already gone through and repurchased. Anyways, you guys will see me later. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. God bless, guys.